Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. You will realise that there's someone here.
Hi, my name is Jade.
This is Jade and she is just the most beautiful human in the world. I always talk about her on my channel and I just absolutely love her. And we are going to be doing a Q&A and it was going to be about competing because we both compete. And we are both actually doing the same show.
Which is very exciting.
I know, in like 5-ish weeks.
So someone said like 5.5 weeks and I was like, it's not 5.5 weeks yet. It's almost 5.5 weeks. Oh my God. Because we were both on bikini prep right now, loads of people were asking us like prep questions. We thought, why not make a video?
Exactly. So we're gonna dive straight into it now and just get answering. First question is about peak week. What is your salt intake and your carb intake and your water intake like?
I think it varies from person to person because obviously you have to take your whole prep into consideration because you're not just gonna go into peak week. By the way, peak week is the week before you compete.
Yes.
You're not going to go into it and change everything, change all the food you were eating, add loads of salt, take away loads of stuff, because your body is just going to be like...
What you doing?
So I think, yeah, it's just like, it varies from person to person.
Definitely.
For me, we kind of just reduced my salt slowly. You don't ever 100% remove it because salt is naturally in things like chicken and stuff. And you reduce it, and for some people, they might increase it, but
exactly.
I personally reduced it. My carbs stayed the same pretty much the whole of peak week. I did a little bit of a carb up 2 days before.
Also, Jade competed like not that long ago, so this is why we're asking her these questions as well.
So like I did a little bit of a carb up 2 days before my competition, but some people might eat all their carbs at the start of the week. It just varies.
I think it's going to be interesting for me because last year I had a different coach, so the coach that I have now might do things differently to what I did last year. Last year what I did, I water loaded, so I did from the beginning of the week and I upped my water intake by 1 litre every time, and then the day before my show I cut my water intake in half, so it's going to be very different. And then salt intake, we took salt out completely, so it's going to be very different I think this year, so it'll be interesting to see, but we're just going to see what happens.
Some people don't do anything, some people just keep things the exact same.
Yeah, exactly.
I just happened to get talking to a bodybuilder at my show, like a huge guy, and he said that he was adding loads of salt. And I was like, what? I haven't had salt all week. What do you mean? Very different, but trust your coach on that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Or do your research.
Yeah, it's just different because obviously, like we said, we're bikini girls as well, so we don't need to change a massive thing, whereas sometimes bodybuilders, they might need to change a lot more.
Yeah,
so.
As a female bikini athlete, your prep and your approach is going to be so different to a guy that weighs like 4 times your amount and has to look completely dry, whereas you don't want to do that.
Because we're talking about peak week, there is one question here about artificial sweeteners and artificial products during peak week. Do you take them out or do you leave them in? Yeah, we're going to take them out. Just because it's unnatural to your body, so it could make you hold water.
Hold, bloat, you know, you don't know if something, your tummy might not like it.
Exactly.
I mean, I was having things like protein shakes on peak week, but not for the last days leading up to it.
Yeah, the last days.
But like obviously in a protein shake there's going to be artificial sweeteners, flavorings, things like that. But you tend to just take them away just in case for precautionary.
Yeah, it's not like it would make a massive difference, but if it was to make a massive difference, it would be beneficial for your prep and your show day.
I think you just want to make sure everything is on point, so you do everything you can. So people stop having artificial sweeteners, they stop having protein shakes, they stop having like energy drinks, things like that. Anything that could trigger a bloat or water retention.
Yeah, and just go for the natural foods instead of having artificial things. So.
Although we love them, you know, you're going to get them back afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the end of the world and it's only for 1 week, realistically.
Yeah, so it's not that long of a time. One question was show day essentials. So what, obviously because you've just competed, what were your show day essentials?
I mean, I was very prepared prior to my competition and I made sure I had lots of things in a box, so like makeup, hair stuff, like spare false nails, just things like that, in case anything on that kind of side of things
Yeah, just
went wrong.
in case. What I always remember in my head, and loads of people are like, I've never thought of that, is I take a needle and a thread, just in case, because I've seen on someone's Instagram story, they've said their bikini broke from like the front, and I was like, that is my worst nightmare. Always remember to take that. I've never had to use it, but imagine.
I just think being prepared. I think on show day you want to make sure you have all your stuff, like your bikini, your heels and stuff. Have spare makeup, have hairspray.
Just little things that you wouldn't expect to bring, just bring them anyway, like flip-flops, robes.
Flip-flops, I would say the number one thing is flip-flops and a robe, because you are cold backstage and you don't want to have to wear your heels for hours on end. So my sliders were amazing. Best. And then I also packed like my favorite chocolate, so when I came off stage I had like a little something that I really wanted, and I think that's a really nice thing. I know girls often bring like sweets backstage and share
What is your number one, this isn't even on the question, this is a question for me, what's your number one thing you would go for after, or what's the thing, the chocolate or the sweet you'd bring in your suitcase for after?
So I actually brought a Lindor ball, but I forgot to eat it. Do you know what? That's the thing. You have all these things in your head that you're like, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that. But then show day comes and you don't eat it. So actually, I still have the Lindor ball ready for next time. But yeah, I just think pack, prepare, bring everything, but make sure you do it in advance so it's like stress free.
I always have like a checklist. I've got a checklist on my phone. I always make sure it's just like a little checklist, so I make sure that's what I bring every time. This is an interesting one. How do you deal with pressure whilst on prep?
I think we've discussed this before. I feel like a lot of the pressure comes from yourself, because you're putting the pressure on yourself to do well. And I think no one around you is really going to put that pressure on you, because you're doing it for you. You're
for yourself anyway, and that's the way you should look at it. You should always be doing it for yourself, no one else or anything like that. But I think dealing with it, I think, like we say, you've just got to have a kind of almost change your mindset in a way. Instead of thinking, I have to do this, I have to either, if you're thinking maybe the pressure wise is about placings, try and take the pressure off placing and say, look, I'm just going to enjoy the day, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I think often the pressure also comes if you're telling family and friends, you've told colleagues and work, because you're going to go into work on the Monday morning after your show and people are going to be like, well, how did you do it? Also, social media is a big thing. Obviously, we put ourselves out there on social media, but even if you're just a regular person just sharing your life on social media, there's still going to be added pressure, you know? And I think that can be quite hard, but I think just like not thinking about it.
I think changing your mindset and just taking the pressure off a placing and saying, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to come, I want to win this show, say, I've brought my best and that is all I can do now. And if someone's maybe there that's better than me, then so be it, that's fine.
100%. Like, you have to know that there's people out there in the world that are better than you. And that's okay. It's just one of those things that you motivate yourself and think you want to always get better, but so long as you've done everything you can.
Yeah, exactly. And is like you always say, you have to do everything you can within your prep and leave nothing left. And if you know you can say that, then you've done all you can and you can't do any more. And that's what it is.
Can do. So there's, you can get first, you could get 10th, but at least you did the best that you could do.
Yeah.
Then there's no pressure.
If you could change anything about your prep, what would it be and why?
I wish I could eat as much as a male bodybuilder.
Literally. I wish I could have free feeds like every week or every couple of days or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think I would change much about it. Like, I eat the foods that I enjoy. Like, there's nothing on my meal plan or what I eat in a day
that I don't like.
That I don't love. Like, I actually appreciate my food so much. Obviously, the things that are quite hard is I maybe potentially wish I didn't have to do as much cardio.
Yeah.
But then I could counteract that thought and think, well, actually, it teaches me so much discipline.
Yeah, 100%.
It feels so good.
It's something that it's not like you really don't want to do it, but it's something that you would maybe choose not to do and you have to do it, so you're like, okay, let's get through this.
It's a bit of a chore. It's like hoovering. Like, you don't really want to hoover, but when you do, the house looks clean and you're like, so glad I hoovered. Cardio is the exact same. Like, you don't want to do it, but when you do it, you're like, should have done this sooner.
If I was to change it, like I said, I don't think I would change anything food-wise. Maybe food-wise have a bit more, but that's just prep.
That's my main ingredient.
Yeah, that's just prep. Any tips for a first-time bikini competitor? That is the last question. I think go in there and just have fun. Like if you're a first time and you've never taken on the stage or anything like that, go in there and enjoy yourself, especially when it comes to prep as well. Stage and prep, just enjoy it. Like really enjoy the process.
I didn't enjoy my first show because I don't know, I was so nervous and scared and it was just so new to me and it was very overwhelming. I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I probably should have. So I would just say be prepared, like we were talking about, so
100%.
that on show day you're not worrying about anything. You've got your food, you've got your stuff, you've got your bikini, you look great, you put in the hard work.
100%.
So you just show up on show day and have a good time versus thinking that you need to do all these crazy stuff.
Yeah. Also, don't look at other bikini competitors as like rivalries in a way. Like make friends. Like me and Jade are both like really good friends now, and we both compete. Like it's just the best time, and it's nice to have, especially females, like to have someone there that understands what you're going through, because you can 100%. explain all of this to your friends and family, and they'll be like, yeah, you're just dieting. I'm like, it's more than dieting.
It's so much more. It's a lifestyle. And like actually, when I walked off stage this past 2 weekends ago, we walked off and someone actually caught on camera like me and the girls having a chat backstage and like congratulating each other.
And it's a community. It's more than just like competing against each other. It's just it's a special bond that everyone has when we're on stage. Just so cool. Oh, I'm excited for stage now.
Is it cute?
That is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we have done part 1 on Jay's channel, so I will link all of her stuff down below.
We answer some juicy questions.
We do.
Juicy prep
really nice
questions.
Ones. So make sure you go and check out her channel and subscribe to her, because she's the best person in the world. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.